Johny Messo, how do we move forward? And with religious communities, we saw the Pope's visit to Iraq just recently in the middle of a pandemic. Has that helped at all?
Let me tell you about the Pope's visit. He was invited by one of the leaders of the Aramean Christians of the Chaldean Church and also the Syriac Catholic Church. I mean, the Aramean Christians, they have Syriac Orthodox among them, Chaldeans, Nestorians or Assyrians, and Maronites or Melkites even. But from our perspective, how we tackle or how we look at these issues, how they can be tackled, yes, education is key. Education is key. At the same time, I would like to add, governments have a tremendous responsibility, not just to invest in education. Government officials themselves are highly educated, and yet we are dealing with interests, geopolitics, and proxies. Many governments are also participating in enticing or funding certain groups that create lots of issues and problems all over the world, from Africa to the Middle East to other regions in the world. So this is also a serious issue that has to be addressed among governments at the level of the United Nations Security Council and General Assembly. So this is really a serious issue. I would like to repeat this. Not just education, but I think governments themselves should also look at how these groups, these terrorist organizations, how they emerge, how they are being empowered, how they flourish, and how they are successful. I mean, an organization like Daesh that has victimized our people, the Arameans or Syriacs, and the Yazidis and others, they didn't come out of the blue and take over huge swaths of lands in Syria and Iraq. They had supporters. They have been given a green light to do these things. And this is also true with respect to other terrorist movements in the world. So I think in addition to education, governments should also look in the mirror and address each other on these kind of issues. Of course, maybe another element that I could highlight, if you look at all kinds of forms or expressions of hatred, whether it's from a religious perspective, when you look at anti-Semitism, Christianophobia, Islamophobia, but we are also dealing with, for example, ethnic nationalist aggression sometimes, that one ethno-religious group thinks that there is no space for another, like in our situation, that they think there is no space for both groups or more groups. So, yeah, if you look at these issues, that's also, I would say, a key element to approach, but you have to look at it from region to region, because these are such complex issues with their own distinct root causes, and yeah, these have also their own unique locality. So every region is kind of different from the other. So you really have to tackle the issue by approaching it from a perspective like studying its own root causes, let's say, from region to region.
Johny Messo, thank you very much indeed for your comments.